Olá, no Sala de Notícias e Entrevistas de hoje vamos falar sobre o acesso de populações de baixa renda ao crédito e ao mercado de consumo. A nossa conversa é com o economista Muhammad Yunus, vencedor do Prêmio Nobel da Paz de 2006. Muhammad Yunus nasceu em Bangladesh, no centro-sul da Ásia. O país de maioria muçulmana tem 150 milhões de habitantes. É considerado um dos mais pobres do mundo. 6 em cada 10 bengalis são analfabetos. E quase a metade da população vive com menos de $1 por dia. A economia é baseada na agricultura, no plantio de arroz e juta, uma fibra usada na fabricação de tecidos. Metade da juta consumida no mundo vem de Bangladesh. – 90% do território está a menos de 10 metros acima do nível do mar, mas os fatores geográficos que favorecem a agricultura castigam a população. As frequentes inundações provocam prejuízos e mortes. Nesse cenário de poucas oportunidades, Muhammad Yunus plantou uma semente de esperança. Ele criou o Banco Grameen e o sistema de microcrédito. Pequenos empréstimos a juros baixos, concedidos a pessoas pobres, principalmente mulheres. A única exigência era que o dinheiro fosse empregado para alavancar um pequeno negócio. Em 25 anos, os negócios gerados a partir dos empréstimos ao Grameen ajudaram 10% da população de Bangladesh a sair da linha da miséria. Hoje, o banco financia 7,5 milhões de pessoas e serve de modelo para iniciativas semelhantes no mundo inteiro. Atualmente, Muhammad Yunus dedica tempo e esforços na ampliação de uma rede de produtos e serviços voltados para o mercado de consumo de baixa renda. E busca parceiros no mundo capitalista que queiram investir no que ele chama de empresas sociais. Professor Yunus, o senhor é mais conhecido mundialmente por causa do Banco Grameen. Mas depois da implantação desse sistema de microcrédito, surgiram outras empresas em atividade em Bangladesh direcionadas para populações de baixa renda. Eu queria saber que empresas são essas e como é que foi esse processo.
We created many companies. We are very fond of creating companies. Anytime we see a problem with the poor people, we try to create a business out of it so that this can be resolved as a business, but not as a business to make personal money for anybody. It's a business to help them to resolve the problem. We got involved with agriculture, for example, trying to make agriculture as a business for poor people, how to do that. We created a fisheries company. We created a livestock company. We created information technology company. Then we created a cell phone company, cellular phone company, mobile phone company, Grameen phone. Mm-hmm. We created information technology company like ISP, Internet Service Provider company. We created solar energy company. We created a healthcare company. So we created something like 26 companies along the line to see how to bring services to the poor people in an affordable way. And in the process, some of the company became very large nationwide company. For example, Grameen Phone, the mobile phone company, is the largest mobile phone company in the country. There are 5 mobile phone companies in Bangladesh. Grameen Phone has the 64% market share of that market. And it has some 22 million subscribers in that company. So this is one nationwide company. And we have a solar company, the company which provides solar energy, solar home system in the country. And that is also a nationwide company. We would like to build 1 million solar home system by 2012. So we are on the way to reach that goal. This will be the first million households with the solar home system, because Bangladesh doesn't have much of electricity, so we thought this would be one solution. And along with this company, we also bring biogas, so that you can cook, the villagers can cook with biogas rather than using tree branches of the tree. Then every meal, Bangladesh has 150 million people. If you're cooking every meal for 150 million people with the chopping of trees, you chop up a lot of trees every meal. So we said, why don't we do something else? We save the trees and try to bring the cooking facility to the guests. So we are trying to popularize that, and it's gradually becoming more and more popular. We have textile company. We produce homemade textile. We call it Grameen check. I'm wearing one of them, Grameen check. We are trying to popularize it internationally so that people who make clothes at home by their handloom, they can improve their income situation by marketing internationally. And it has become quite popular within Bangladesh. We call the Grameen check that we produce. Every young man, every young woman wants to wear Grameen check because it gives them a lot of national pride, because it's our poor people who are producing this and we should support them by wearing them. So that way we have a whole range of these companies.
Esse sistema de negócios que o senhor criou tem como objetivo a geração de renda para pessoas pobres, mas a gente sabe que o investidor ele busca lucro. Como se concilia essas duas ideias?
What I'm trying to explain to people today, in the theory book, there is only one type of business, business to make money. Profit maximization is the goal of any business, and that's what the theory book says. I said, what is wrong with that theory book is, in that theory, there is a human being which is one-dimensional. All he knows how to make money, maximize money. It's almost like a money-making machine. Human beings are not money-making machine. Human beings are not one-dimensional being. Human beings are multidimensional beings. We enjoy making money. We enjoy helping other people. We enjoy making a difference in the whole world. We do lots of things, but that aspects of human being are not reflected in the business place. So I'm saying, why don't we readjust the theory a little bit? In order to justify the multidimensionality of human being, why don't we create another class of business? There's one class which you already know, profit maximizing business. The new one that I'm proposing is a business to do good to people with a social objective, not anything for me. So there will be two kinds of business in the marketplace. One, everything is for me. Another, everything is for others, nothing for me. So we can work side by side. And I'm calling this new class of business a social business. It's a non-loss, non-dividend company with a social objective. It's a cause-driven company. It works for solving a particular problem in the society. Unlike the profit-maximizing company, where you always ask the question, how much money did you make? In a social business, your question is, how much good benefit you have done to people. So you'll be judged by the amount of impact you have made in the people. So we created such companies. I named some of them. New companies coming in collaboration with international companies like Danone, like Veolia, like Intel Corporation, and many such other companies. We are having joint ventures with Danone. Danone also works in Brazil. But here in Bangladesh, we have a new joint venture company called Grameen Danone Company. With that company, we produce yogurt, which is filled with micronutrients, which is missing in the children of Bangladesh. There are lots of malnourished children in Bangladesh. What we have done, we picked up all the micronutrients which are missing in these children and put it in the yogurt. Vitamin, iron, zinc, iodine, right in the yogurt. Then we make it very cheap, because our intention is to reach the poorest people. So we made all the efforts. Danone has made all the efforts. Grameen has made all the efforts. Make it absolutely cheap. And best quality. We have not compromised the quality. But the production is designed in such a way it doesn't cost much. It doesn't have any marketing cost. It doesn't have advertisement in the televisions and the newspapers. You don't need that. So that cost cuts down. We made the dispensing very simple so that the poorest children can afford it and eat it and change their health condition. We have another company called Grameen Veolia. This is a French company, water company. what we are doing through this company is to bring very good quality safe water in the villages where safe water is not available, because most of our water in Bangladesh is arsenic contaminated. So instead of letting people drink arsenic contaminated water and have all kinds of diseases in the body, we thought we could create a social business to do this. Social business means Veolia or Grameen will never take any profit out of it. It can take back their initial investment, but that's it. After that, everything remains with the company. Company recycles its own money, and it recovers all its costs, so it continues to operate by itself. It doesn't depend on anybody's donation, contribution, or subsidy, nothing.
O que é preciso para que tanto o modelo do Banco Grameen quanto o modelo de empresas, dentro desse conceito de empresas sociais, seja replicado em países em desenvolvimento, inclusive no Brasil?
It could be possible anywhere. Why should it be only developing countries? Developed countries have a lot of problems. Rich countries have lots of problems which are not resolved by the profit-maximizing companies. I'd like to give you an example of the United States, which is the richest country in the world. There are 47 million people in the United States who do not have any health insurance. So they are exposed to all kinds of problems because you are not covered by health insurance. So you can create a social business to bring health insurance to those people. There are millions of people in the United States who cannot open a bank account because no bank will let you open an account because you are too small for them in the United States. So when this person receives a check from his employer or her employer, he cannot take it to anybody to cash it. So a new group of companies came out. They called themselves check cashing company. So you give them check to get it cashed. They rip you off. They charge you so much, you can't get the full money. So there are payday loans everywhere. And payday loans means you have to pay 50%, 100%, 500%, 1000% interest for that. So these can be addressed as a social business so that you bring the real service to people. In Brazil, for example, like any country, like any other country, housing is a problem, healthcare is a problem, or sanitation is a problem. So whatever problem you see, people have to live in slums, you don't have good running water or something, or not in a very hygienic condition. This could be addressed as a social business. Unemployment is a problem. When unemployment, we can go and get the unemployed people into employment. That's a social business. We don't have to give anybody charity. People are on welfare. So we can create a social business to help welfare people get out of welfare so that I don't have to live on anybody's mercy, on anybody's charity. I can take care of myself. That's what the objective of a social business would be. So there are many opportunities of designing a social business. It all depends on how brilliant your mind you are putting into it so that you design a program which works for everybody. It creates a sudden change in the whole attitude and so on, and people overcome their own problem.
No próximo bloco, Muhammad Yunus fala sobre o programa Bolsa Família, que conta por que prefere emprestar dinheiro às mulheres. No Sala de Notícias Entrevistas de hoje, uma conversa com o economista Muhammad Yunus, criador do Banco Grameen, de Bangladesh. Na última visita que fez ao Brasil, Yunus sugeriu ao presidente Lula que incentive a oferta de microcrédito nas regiões mais pobres do país. O governo brasileiro aposta no programa Bolsa Família, que é um programa de transferência de renda, como forma de aumentar o poder aquisitivo de famílias pobres e reduzir a pobreza. O que o senhor propôs em Bangladesh foi outra coisa, foi um modelo de empréstimos para geração de renda. E eu queria saber a sua opinião sobre o Bolsa Família.
This can be done every single way. I mean, I'm not saying one has to be stopped, other has to be done. I'm saying do everything. If you want to do Bolsa Familia, do it, but at the same time bring microcredit to them too. To tell them, look, you can take a loan and help yourself out.
But not only Bolsa Familia?
Not only Bolsa Familia. I said give everything. Bring social business to them. A social business which will say, you don't need Bolsa Familia. I will take care of you, help you in a business way. You do this, I do this, and together we'll get out of the problem. That's it. So you create something. Because if you just give money every month, it takes away initiative from people. It's important to give money as a help when you are in distress, when you are in real difficulty. But it should not be a permanent solution. Permanent solution requires that you stand on your feet and you earn your own money. You don't take anybody's subsidy, anybody's any help. You come up to that. So the system should be laid out so that I can step by step come to that position. So if the system is laid out in a way I remain here and everybody takes care of me, then you are taking away the human spirit behind that person, the initiative behind that person. He becomes frozen into inaction. That's not a good idea. So the ideal thing would be bring everything so that gradually you can move into the direction that you can stand on your feet.
Na década de 70, o professor universitário Muhammad Yunus fez de uma aldeia próxima à universidade seu laboratório de enfrentamento da pobreza. Organizou projetos de agricultura para produzir em tempos de seca, mas percebeu que os produtores rurais não eram os que mais precisavam de apoio. Empenhado em ajudar os mais pobres entre os pobres, ele emprestou do próprio bolso menos de $30 para um grupo de 42 artesãos, que antes dependiam de agiotas. Cobrou juros bem baixos e não exigiu fiador. Meses depois, quase 100% dos empréstimos tinham sido pagos. A experiência deu origem, em 1983, ao Banco Grameen, conhecido como o Banco dos Pobres. Queria falar um pouquinho mais sobre o Banco Grameen. No Brasil, a gente costuma dizer que as pessoas pobres são boas pagadoras, quer dizer, quitam suas dívidas em dia, em geral. E, coincidência ou não, o Banco Grameen tem uma taxa baixíssima de inadimplência, em torno de 1%. Por que isso acontece?
People see the benefit in doing that, in paying back the loan, particularly in a situation like Grameen Bank, where we operate, or microcredit, where they operate anywhere in the world. Poor people have no option of getting money. So this is the only opportunity they have. So if I am a poor person, if I took a loan, I'm not paying back. So that door that opened will get closed. And I cannot do anything. So even if I somehow either I thought it will be a smart idea not to pay back, I can enjoy the money, I don't have to pay back. But after a while I find out that I'm fool, because in the process I shut down the door. So I would like to come back and reopen the door, because I've suffered, because I see now nobody gives me the money. This was a good option for me, so I want to keep it open. So after seeing this, people say, no, don't close the door. That's the reason why they want to pay back the loan, and so that they can move up step by step out of the situation of poverty they are in. That, I think, is the major cause of getting money back. And also, in our system, you are lending the money for income-generating activity. So it's not money that you gave to consume and enjoy and forget. You are giving it to produce income. So as you produce income, it is easy for you to pay back. And you want to keep the door open so that next time you can take more money and do more. Because that's the reason, step by step, they see the possibility that I'm not stuck with the position that I am in. I can move up in my own efforts, with my own efforts.
Por que a maioria dos clientes do Banco Grameen é de mulheres?
This came from a controversy I created in Bangladesh. I was accusing the conventional banks, not only they refused to lend money to the poor people, which is a wrong thing to do, they also do another wrong thing by refusing loan to women of all economic class. Even the rich woman cannot get a loan from a bank because she is a woman. So I said this is a discriminatory thing. And if you look at your records, I told them, not even 1% of the borrowers happen to be women. So what kind of banking is that? That half the population is women, but you give only not even 1% of them as your service. So when I began, I wanted to make sure half the borrowers in my program are women. So I tried my best to persuade women, because women initially were very reluctant to join Grameen Bank, take money and do that. She was afraid. She thought, oh, I cannot handle it, and there'll be terrible things happen if I cannot pay back. So we assured them that nothing terrible will happen and everything will be all right. And it took a lot of time for women to join, and finally we make it 50-50. But then we started noticing money going to the family through the women brought more benefits to the family than money going to the family through men. So seeing that, like, children become beneficiary if the mother is the borrower. It doesn't happen when the father is the borrower. And women took good care of the money so that they got the maximum mileage out of the money. Same amount of money when man gets, he's not as serious. He does a good job, but it's not as serious as the woman. And women want to get out of poverty faster. So seeing these differences, we said, instead of 50%, let's focus on women exclusively. So we started increasing the number of women in the program. Today, we have 7.5 million borrowers, 97% are women. And when the idea spread around the world, it became 100% women. So this microcredit has become a synonymous thing as credit for poor women.
Em instantes, Muhammad Yunus explica como uma ação direta na economia pode promover a paz. O Sala de Notícias Entrevista de hoje conversa com Muhammad Yunus, criador do Banco Grameen, de Bangladesh. Ele e o banco receberam em 2006 o Prêmio Nobel da Paz. O senhor recebeu o Prêmio Nobel da Paz de 2006 pela importância do Banco Grameen. Como uma ação direta na economia como essa é capaz de promover a paz?
The idea that we have been talking about for a long time, poverty is a threat to peace. Because if you are poor, it can become the seedbed of all kinds of violence. Because you are desperate, you don't care for anybody anymore. You don't care for any norms, anything. If somebody gives you the food and give you a gun, you want to fight for anything. All you need is food. So you are very cheap to recruit, and you happily join them because they are providing you food. So we are saying that the first way to address the question of violence, terrorism, would be to solve these problems of poverty and other related things. So the more you improve the quality of life of the poor people, the more peace you bring, you come closer to the peace, because at least this one reason for violence is eliminated. There may be other kinds of violence, but this is one is eliminated. So that's the reason we see that this is very close to each other. Poverty, if that is a threat to peace, by reducing poverty, we are enhancing the chances of peace.
Professor Yunus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.